Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
And the next thing on the program guide will be a statement on mental health issues in the Gambia by Mr. Sonko. So we'll give him the floor. Sonko?
I'm here. If your mics can be tilted, I speak, I stand better. I can sit. I'm not used to sitting and talking. I'm used to standing and talking. So I'm trying to adjust. Okay, good afternoon to you all. Yes, welcome once again to the National Mental Health Program Office and also the Office housing the no health without mental health. Yes. Now, substance abuse in the Gambia. The task before me is to briefly give an account of mental health services in the Gambia and some of the issues or challenges that we have faced. Now, mental health services in the Gambia, we have a national mental health program under the Ministry of Health, and the program also have service providers across the length and breadth of the Gambia. And the key health regions, the 7 health regions, each of the health regions have a mental health focal person, a trained mental health and psychosocial support officer. The Ministry of Health, through the program office, we collaborate with NGOs, charitable organizations, in order to see to that the mental health services, are being provided at all levels, as required. Now, what's happening is the ministry as an institution, and specifically the mental health program unit, cannot address the mental health issues of the Gambia, simply because we have to do this in partnership, because the ministry might be handicapped in terms of human resource or materials in order to implement services, and the financial means might not be there. So in order to effectively run such services or to address issues as challenges in mental health services, we need the collaboration of all players, including other NGOs, organizations, parastatals, and other government departments to ensure that we have a viable mental health service in the Gambia, including the journalists also. In terms of advocacies or educational program or dissemination of information, to the people who might need the services. Some of the key challenges in terms of mental health services in the Gambia is human resource. Now, we have a limited number of trained specialized personnel to provide mental health and behavioral services across the length and breadth of the Gambia and the Gambians who need it. And people who might be in the Gambia, they might not be Gambians, but they still need the services. Now, that human resource capacity there's a limitation. 2, we don't have enough or adequate finances to address national mental health programs, which can be aimed at these developed strategies that we have, 5-year study planning, which is based on the mental health policy of the country. So there's financial limitations in terms of that. Now, if you look at in terms of service provision, there are a lot of challenges pertaining to service in terms of utilities and the like. But the key factor is because of the people's issues that they have with relation to mental health services, there is a need for the mental health program to strengthen services through collaboration. And one of the most important thing is this collaboration with No Health Without Mental Health, which is also partnership with House of Hope and FK in the Gambia. And that led to the capacity building of some security officers, some mental health service providers from the ministry, and other partners from other agencies which undergo these 3 weeks training in terms of to provide psychosocial support. Now, we know that we have a history in terms of trauma experiences or challenges which are stressful to some Gambians. And these people might need the services at community level or at their homes or at specialized institutions or their individual charitable organization centers, treatment centers. So as a need-based service provision, the ministry alone cannot provide those technical services to provide trauma counseling or services to people who might be traumatized. As a result, the collaboration is timely to ensure that people are supported to be trained in order to provide such services at their individual institution in collaboration with the National Health Program and that of No Health Without Mental Health. No Health Without Mental Health is fair heading in the sense that it's not the Ministry of Health which is coordinating the program. It's No Health Without Mental Health with House of Hope and EFCA and Septune from Germany. This is important that we understand the position of Gambia government or Minister of Health to ensure there is a platform or a suitable environment or a conducive environment whereby all other partners can be able to collaborate in line with the ministry's planned policies for mental health services delivery. And this is one indication of that. So our collective concerted efforts will be able to achieve our national agendas and our individual institutional agendas also in terms of providing psychosocial support to all who might be in need of it. Now, one of the biggest, another third biggest challenges that we are experiencing is specialized training. Now, if you say clinical officers like clinical psychologists, at a national level, we have a limitation. We don't have a national clinical psychologist, providing services, but we have private clinical psychologists in the country. So it's important that we know that these people are needed in the country, that they need to be trained, and Gambians should be motivated to take the responsibility to become experts in providing such services also. Not limiting to clinical psychology, but even psychiatrists also in the Gambia. It's timely for Gambians to have psychiatrists, trained personnel to provide such. And even counselors, we might have people who claim to be counselors when they are not trained counselors. So it's important that we have trained counselors to strengthen the service delivery across the board. And we cannot do this as a government without your collaboration. So at times, when the need arises, the blame game might come. Who is going to take responsibility? And as far as mental health services is concerned, there is no blame game. Everybody can contribute your part. Let's look at it as individuals in a cycle. So each of the degrees of a cycle is significant. Any one of the degrees of a circle, if it is missing, you don't have a circle. So we can see ourselves as individual degrees representing a holistic circle, which is aimed at addressing issues with people who are challenged with traumatizations and the like in this country or outside. Because if our service delivery becomes very effective and people are responding, there's a tendency that information and the service and expertise might be marketed outside, whereby orders might be referred to the country to provide such services. Let's know that we are not part of an island. We are part of a global system. Even the funds coming for this program are not funded by Gambia government, but by other global funders. So it's important we understand that the impact of our services might not be limited to the country as a whole, but within the sub-region and beyond. So without wasting much time, I will say thanks you all for giving us the time and the privilege, to be able to support each other and to have such a program in place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sonko, for that detailed explanation or summary about mental health and services that are provided. Without wasting time, we would like to invite Mr. Sana Sabali, the Country Director of House of Hope, the Gambia, to give a brief statement. Sir, you're welcome.
Of you. I would start to say that Sonko has almost cleared everything out of the table, but all the same, mental health issues in our culture and tradition. In our culture and tradition, it's like a taboo thing, which we have from our experiences in the past 2 years, from 2018 September in Dakar, Senegal, where we started the same type of training and execution of these mental health services. We've realized a lot was that the community are not informed of what is happening with the mental sector. So as a result of that, we have come a long way to train ourselves. And today also, I'm very happy to say we have behind me here 2 counselors who were trained by us, and then they qualified, certified, and now they have come to the Gambia with us to open this new program here for the Gambian community. And already they have also trained others who would also be trained tomorrow. And they will also continue to train others in the sector of train the trainers program. So this mental health issue, it is the responsibility of every individual, like Pastor rightly put it. Every individual is important, whether it's the ministry or other sectors from different communities, but every individual should take it upon yourself to make sure that the community in which we live are enlightened as to what is exactly mental health issues in our community. Like Jawara once said, our former president, may he soul rest in perfect peace, in Mandinka, meaning it's not only the person who is walking naked in the street is a mentally imbalanced person. It is almost everybody. We all have one thing or the other that is disturbing us in our heads. And by that virtue, it means we are definitely suffering, even if we don't know it. So it is the responsibility of each and every one of us, especially those of us who are in the in the medical sector, to be able to identify who is suffering from such activities and then refer them to the right personnel to get correct treatment. So please, I am weighing on each and every one of us. Let us take these mental health issues out of the classroom into the communities. Let us sensitize the public. And that goes to our media houses. Please make it your point of duty and then enlighten us as to what is these mental health issues. Ask questions and give it out. In this form, we can all learn from it and then benefit from it for tomorrow. A better future for everybody. Thank you very much.
Savale, and he's the country director of House of Hope Gambia. And we all know the importance of trauma and reconciliation. So no nation can move forward without dealing with the past issues. We reconcile and we move forward. So Mr. Savale, thank you for the work that you are doing and your organization. I would like to welcome Ms. Priska. She's from IFCA. You're welcome, Ms. Priska.
I'm very happy to be here today with the media houses of the Gambia. My name is Priska Löhr. I'm from the NGO Freundeskreis Asyl from Germany. This is Friends of Asylum Seekers. It started its work in '86. So we are an old organization and our field is migrants and refugees. So we are working since that time with refugees and migrants. And now today we have a lot of projects in various countries. And our first project international wide was a project in Dakar. And there we started our mental health work. It's a program with the NET, Narrative Therapy Exposure. No, NET, Narrative Exposition Therapy. It's a narrative method for traumatized people. And the program is the trainer program, so that also Senegalese, Gambians, Guineans, wherever is the program, can be trained and qualified in that method. And we thought it's something which is very adapting or is good for African tradition, because African tradition is a narrative tradition. And we started there in 2018. We qualified about more than 50 people. And we also qualified master counselors, so they are able to train others. And now the project will be finished now end of March. And we brought 2 of our master counselors here to continue the work in the Gambia. And we supervising the project which runs under No Health Without Mental Health. We organized the project, but the project is under them. And we brought the trainers. And now we had the training of 4 weeks time with very motivated students. And I saw they are all very disciplined. They are interested. So it was a very successful training to my view. And the FKA is very happy that this work in Africa in the mental health field can continue, because I think Gambia has something behind which is not easy to live with it and continue with it. Trauma and reconciliation is a topic, a very important topic in the Gambia. I watched many of the TRC interviews, and so I think when this country will go ahead for reconciliation, it needs help, support in the mental health sector. And now we train young people from the services, from the medical field, to bring that knowledge to the Gambia. We just start at a small place we start. So, but this is our contribution, and I'm very happy that we could start now. So I think it's okay. Now the trainers can talk more about. Thank you very much.
Next on the agenda is the benefits of the NET program. I would like to welcome the trainers, one of the trainers, to say something about the program.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mama Minatandong. I'm from Senegal. I'm one of the trainers, and I'm in charge of the communication of House of Hope in Senegal. So we are here for the training, and I want to explain a little bit more about the method that we teach to them. And I want to do it in Wolof, maybe, then it will be more clear. Okay, so li ñuy def mooy net therapy dafa nekk loo xamante ne even fii si Africa miinuñu ko parce que ñun yàgg nañ gis ay psychiatric ay psychologist ñu nekk di def yeneen form of therapy, but net therapy bi dafa nekk lu bees. Ñun ñu ngi ko start in Senegal since 2018 te boobu ba tey ñun foofu la ñoo train ñu dem ba jàng ba practice ba be able to be trainers. Moo tax ñu ñëw fii Gambia xam ne ni mu amee importance in Senegal nañ ko starté in Senegal mu am fa solo lool. ñu gis ni jàppale na fa ay nit ñu bëree bëri parce que soo leen xoolee lu ëpp téeméeri nit si Senegal boobu ba tey bénéficier wu nañ si programme bi ni ñu nekk di def te loolu lañ bëgg a indi fii also in Gambia. So training bi dafa nekk net boo ko déggee mooy narrative exposure therapy. te géeg ngeen ni ku wax narrative dafa wax nga explain, nga wax lu nekk sa xol, nga wax li nga dund. Donc boo leen xoolee net thérapie bi nii dafay nekk loo xamante ne nit ki nga xamante ne dafa jaar si ay jafe-jafe, dafa am ay tolof-tolof yu bari yoo xamante ne moom la dunde, moom la amee si dundam, moom la ñuy gis nga xam ne buñ ko dalalee si suñu kuréel bi, buñ ko dalalee si House of Hope dinañ ko déglu saytu tamit. balaa ñoo start everything dañuy try to know moom mooy kan, ñu xam moom mooy kan, fan la jógee, lan mooy jaar-jaaram. Est-ce que dafa tukkiwam demee wut noonu ñu dippoot ko mu ñëwaat fii si réewam, wala est-ce que dafa nekk koo xamante ne dafa nekk si réewam mais si biir réewam sax dafa dund loo xamante ne dafa métti. te xam ngeen fii si suñu society soo dundee lu la métti doo xam naka nga ko waxee, doo xam fan nga ko waxee. ñun amuñu du suñu habit ñuy dem si hôpital di wax ak psychiatric wala psychologist. loolu bëriwul. dafa nekk bu fekkentee ni case bi xam nga ni dem na ba sonal la ba mënatuloo si dara. mais bu fekkentee nit ki dafa dundu like traumatic event, maybe it is rape, maybe dafa am accident, maybe dafa nekkoon si benn military service, then voilà mu dem si ay mission yu bëri, dund fa lu métti te amul help. donc ñooñu noonu da ngay gis ni dañuy soxla kuñ si waxal mais duñu am kuñ si waxal. mais bi dinañ na su ma ko waxee ak kenn sama kër sutura bi wala leen. donc ñooñu lañ fi nekkal nga xamante ne buñ ñëwee ak ñun di nga leen déglu, nga help leen ñu génne li nga xamante ne moom moo nekk seen xol. parce que ñun suñu African culture dafa nekk wax. ñun wax lañ xam. ñun suñu maam yi boo leen xoolee lépp luñ doon def rek si wax lañ ko doon def ak si waxtaan. di nga gis ñoom ñëpp ñu toog ñu waxtaan ñu xool case bii nii nan lañ koy saafaree. donc net bi foofu la jógee. donc moom moo tax ñu ko fiy def. nit ki bu ñëwee dinañ ko déglu, ñu help ko mu expose li nga xamante ne moom la dund, all the traumatic event yi nga xamante ne moom la dund si life am. donc boo leen gisee lu tax ñuy def loolu dafa fekk nit ki dina naan man de dund naa lii métti na ma, wala am naa accident métti na ma. nga gis ne bu tëddee du nelaw, mu siy gént, su toogee dootul mënati nekk fu mu nekk day tiit. ni mu meloon si dundam di ngeen gis ni dina am lu mu change si dundam. Also ni mu doon liggéeyee di ngeen gis ne capacity wam to work dafa am lu fa change. Loolu yëpp ñu naan nit ki lan moo ko dal wala leneen fekkante ne nit ki dafa amee li ñuy naan trouble de stress post-traumatique. Trouble de stress post-traumatique soo leen ko déggee dafa fekk nit ki dafa dund benn traumatic event boobu noonu ba mu ko dundee amul capacity to recover from this event. moo tax ba event boobu noonu am benn impact bu mu am si life am te di ko tere def yu bëri. Donc nit kooku da ngay gis ni event boobu tant que waxu si dina des si xelam te noonu lay starté muy dem ngeen gis symptômes yi di yokk mu dem ba nga xamante ne dinaa nekk si mbedd bi mais bi mu commencé taxawaalu wala mu nekk si stade boo xamante ne foog mais bi ñu yóbbu ko to the hospital ñu interne ko foofu. te balaa moo egg foofu looloo tax ñu train ñii nii ngeen gis ni tey ba nga xamante ne dinañ mën a jàppale seen naataangoo yi dinañ mën a also jàppale seen waa kër yi ak waa community bi nga xamante ne ñu ngi suffer from those kind of event. te ñi ma gis ni équipe bi nga xamante ne train nañ leen ay jàmbaar lañ. gis nañ nit ñoo xamante ne dañoo bëgg jugal seen réew, nit ñoo xamante ne dañoo bëgg jàppale seen community moo leen taxa ñëw si training boobu noonu. ñu ngi si woon ñoom ñëpp góorgóorlu nañ te ñoom ñëpp li ñuy xaar si ñoom mooy bu ñu delloo fi nga xamante ne foofu lañ jóge bu ñu delloo seen gox yi li nga xamante ne jàngal nañ leen ko ngir ñu jàppale ko ñi nga xam ñoom ñoo leen wër dinañ ko mën a def bu baaxi baax. kon lii laa amoon lu ma leen di wax di leen jaajëfal te di leen encourager again. Thank you.
Je vais pas être loin. Je m'appelle Jonas Batawila Djongem. Je suis master conseiller psychothérapeute. Je gère aussi les statistiques à House of Hope à Dakar au Sénégal.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm not going to be long. My name is Jongem Jonas Batawila. I'm a master counselor, psychotherapist, and I'm also in charge of the statistics in House of Hope Sénégal.
Alors, nous allons remercier les autorités gambiennes pour cette opportunité qu'ils nous ont donnée. Nous allons remercier aussi le directeur de House of Hope Gambie. Nous allons remercier aussi la directrice de FRK International pour cette opportunité qu'ils nous ont donnée de pouvoir former des jeunes ici en psychothérapie.
We are saying thank you for the opportunity that you've given us, but particularly a particular thanks to the country director of House of Hope Gambia, Sanabi Sabali, and also the director of FKA, Mrs. Priscilla.
Alors, nous sommes là depuis plus de mois. Nous avons formé des jeunes en psychothérapie. Comme je l'ai dit tantôt, je gère les statistiques de House of Hope à Dakar. À Dakar, on avait commencé depuis 2019 avec déjà 200 personnes. Alors, après 200 personnes, l'année suivante, c'était 200 personnes également. Ça, les chiffres ont encore augmenté. C'est pour dire simplement que la réalité, elle est là. On a besoin de la psychothérapie dans la santé mentale pour nos populations.
So just to tell you, through the training that we have done today, we have trained some Gambians on psychotherapy. And also, this is something that we've been using since 2008, that we've started. And we, in 1 year, we were able to help almost 200 persons that was really in the needs of being followed by psychotherapists. This is just to show you how important this is to the population that sometimes are in a real need for somebody to support them mentally.
Alors, mon collègue a expliqué ce que c'est que le trouble mental. Nous, ce que nous allons dire pour insister, donc toutes les personnes victimes d'accidents, de viols, de tortures, d'autres formes de violences physiques ont besoin de cette psychothérapie. Et ceux que nous avons travaillé avec, ces jeunes que nous avons travaillé en Gambie, sont déjà bien outillés pour pouvoir prendre en charge des gens qui sont dans cette situation.
And my colleague recently told us about all different aspects of NET, the narrative exposure therapy. I would just say that it is also helping those people that have been through lots of violence in their lives, that have been victims of rape, of accidents, of many different atrocities that they might experience. Those also are helped, and this therapy is very efficient to help them out free their minds. And these students we are awarding today, they have been well trained and they have good tools to be able to help them out.
Alors, nos 15 étudiants sont là, sur la première formation de la thérapie en net en Gambie. Nous espérons que nous reviendrons encore former d'autres personnes pour la thérapie en Gambie. Ce n'est pas facile, le pays étant grand avec beaucoup d'enjeux, et nous espérons aussi œuvrer également pour la santé mentale en Gambie.
And these are the first 15 persons that we have been able to train in Gambia. And we will come back later for another training for more people to be trained with this net therapy, so that they can be able to help Gambian people and all the population living in Gambia regarding all the challenges we are facing everywhere. So it will be a very good tool that will be at its place.
Alors, en dernier mot, nous remercions pour les autorités gambiennes pour l'accueil qu'ils nous ont réservé. Nous encourageons aussi le directeur de House of Gambie, M. Sana Salabali, et la directrice de FK, Mme Priska, pour les efforts qu'ils font pour la santé mentale. Et nous espérons que nous leur souhaitons bonne chance et bon courage pour ce projet dans la santé mentale.
We're saying thank you to the Gambians for the warming welcome that they reserved to us. We deeply appreciate it. We also wanted to say thank you and encourage the country director of the project, Sana Sabali, and Priska Ler, for all the efforts that they are doing for the country.
Merci pour votre attention et puis bonne chance pour les étudiants en psychothérapie.
Thank you again and good luck for the students.
Thank you so much, the trainers that came from Senegal. I think their presentation was so detailed, and the importance of net therapy cannot be overemphasized. So I hope that the students have learned a lot, and they will in turn pass on the message and the care that the people that will be seeking their help, in the right way. So without much, we would like to call on Mr. Sonko to hand over the certificates to the students. Yes.
Yeah. That's my wife. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantasane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kamarana
Yeah.
I said to say you can.
Yes.
Next, we have interview with the trainers. The students. Yes, the students. Yes.
Roya.
Gentlemen, really appreciate you and thanks for having us here. My name is Roya Nemati. I'm working with Paradise Foundation. We are running a national helpline 1313. I'm really glad to be part of this training, and we all are thankful to Mr. Sana Sabale, the country director of House of Hope, and Madam Priska from the FKA, and our trainers from Senegal, which they were really patient with us and they really tried their best for us to learn. And my dear colleagues who are here, and I'm here to talk on behalf of them. We have been under training for almost 4 weeks, intensive training, which it was really grateful for us, and we all are hoping to convey this knowledge and information we got from this training to go back to our community, to our organization we are working, and we're going to help people who have been traumatized through the who have been traumatized with different events, and now they are under difficulties, and they have difficulties in their difficulties and challenges in their own personal life. So we are hopeful to help people, and we all are glad to be part of this training, and really appreciate Mr. Pasonko, to help us to have this training. Thank you so much all. Really appreciate it.
Finally, the closing remarks, I would like to call on
Good afternoon, everyone. I thank everyone for coming, and then the media house for honoring the invitation. Special thanks goes to Mr. Sana Savali, the coordinator of House of Hope, our boss, Mr. Bakari Shanko, and then President. As a mental health nurse, I am Ahmad Dijal working at Canterbury Hospital. This training is very important because, looking at our care of patients, we have two methods to use basically, which are the pharmacotherapy and then the psychotherapy. And then, such a therapy called narrative exposure therapy, mainly for people with post-traumatic stress disorder, it is going to help us, a lot in handling patients which are having this condition called post-traumatic stress disorder. We have been challenged because we are mainly using medication for their therapy, and then it happens to be those medications are mostly addictive because we mostly use the benzodiazepines as anxiolytics, and then it is difficult for one to take them for so long because if you take them even for 2 weeks or 1 month, you can easily be addicted. And then we all know that the treatment of such patients is very sensitive, and then it's not an easy thing. So if we have an alternative called narrative exposure therapy, in which it's not going to be giving out medications. It's a platform in which the client will come out and narrate the event, tell us what happens, let him or her understand what he have gone through, try to connect the dots, and that is going to help because it has been practiced. This is based on evidence base. It has been practiced in many countries, and the success have been registered. So I think this is a good opportunity for the country, and it is going to help our clients a lot. Going further, this training doesn't come only for the mental health nurses. It have been, disseminated to other, sister institutions, like you call the security forces. They're here. So this will help to capacitate our human resources. Instead of all the clients coming to the, mental health unit, we have other institutions that can help at their level. So meaning, this is, a good move in which, capacity has been built, and then, knowledge has been inculcated in us to help our clients with post-traumatic stress disorder. And then when we talk about post-traumatic disorder, these are clients that we are living with. These are clients that are victims of rape. These are clients that are victims of accident. These are clients, that have been tortured. We are living with them. But then, most of them, as the speakers earlier said, they don't know where to go and then get this treatment or get this support from. So this narrative therapy is here for them. So I think now they have an opportunity and then a platform wherein they will have the treatment that they need. So on behalf of everyone here, I think it was a long journey, but we are grateful to the trainers because they've taken us through accordingly. And then I'm also grateful to my colleagues who have been, coming as required and then, being punctual, regular, and then disciplined in class to the extent that we can conclude this training. So I say thank you to everyone.
So I really want to thank you guys for attending this training, and I really want to thank Mr. Sana, Mr. Priska, and all of you for all the training. Xam leen ni lépp luñ fi def rek pour yéen la, pour ngeen mën a jàppale seen community. Te thérapie bi House of Hope di offer, thérapie bi net biñ leen jàngal, we give it to you for free, and we are waiting you to give it to others for free also. Therapy bi nga xamante ne moom ngeen di def is for free because nit ñi duñu xam fu ñuy dem. Donc instant bi yéen am nañ leen ngeen nekk fii Gambia, mën naa ne tàmbali bi rek la mais du am fii parce que yeneen ak yeneen mu ngi ñëw te FKA ak House of Hope ñoom lépp lu ñuy def is for free. Te tey ji jox yéen ñëpp am ngeen seen certificate yi wante course bi jeexul. Comme Mr. Sana num leen ko waxee si suba dafay door a tàmbali because it's not just theoric. Daanaka am ngeen some practice biñ doon def course bi wante loolu doyut fo ngeen practice again and again noonu la knowledge bi di gën a toogee noonu ngeen di gën a mën a nekk be able ngeen jàngale ko ñeneen ak be able ngeen def thérapie bi comme nuñ ko waree ñun nag trainer yi we are really grateful and happy li ñu ñëw fii nii Gambia because we learned a lot with you because yéen ku nekk si yéen dafa am background am nañ fi ñu jógee army am fi ñu jógee migration service am fi ñu nekk si police department bi am fi ñu nekk nurse am fi some student donc loolu yëpp boo ko xoolee dafa nekk background yu different te nekkul yéen kese yéen a jàng between you but ñun tamit as trainers, we learned a lot about the Gambia, about the mental health here. Te hope naa ni am naa yaakaar ni du yem fii nii que di ngeen ko continuer kon jaajëfate te voilà li ngeen def li ngeen tàmbali def ni ngeen ko tàmbalee ak ni ngeen booloo doon benn continuer leen di leen ko def till the end am nañ yaakaar si yéen te jox nañ lépp seen loxo.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Giving it to me. Thank you. Jonas.
Thank you. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Jonas.
Good.
Next is our interpreter,
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.